Welcome back to another episode of the HoloNet. To kind of change things up a little bit again, I kind of like to stay, kind of one positive video-ish and then one negative video as best I can. I like to try to be conscious of that. I don't want to be spreading hate all the time. Hate's, gets the clicks, but love is where it's at. Love is powerful. Anywho, today we're going to be speculating on the possible classes for the upcoming Zero Company game. I was reading through the article on the PC Gamer, probably the only time in my life I've ever read a video game article, because I'm very interested in this game. I'm super fucking hyped, dude. It's looking great. Now, what we're coming up with is we have 12 confirmed classes. So there's going to be 12 classes as a whole, 11 of which have been announced. So that means there's one mystery class they're going out of their way not to tell us about, because it's going to be a big surprise. 8 of those are general classes that pretty much anybody could be. If you're recruiting a normal mercenary, for instance, they could be any of 8 classes. I'm sure you can probably, I would imagine you can train them in anything you want, or maybe it's kind of like Hunt Showdown where you get a random selection and they're like, oh, I want the gunslinger. 2 of which are singular classes, only one guy in the whole campaign can be it, and that is Mandalorian and Jedi are the special specific classes that only one character gets to be. And one of which is what I'm calling a specific class, which is Astromech, which means obviously only fucking Astromech droids can be it. So we're going to be speculating a little bit on what each of these classes are going to bring to the table and how they'll impact gameplay. And then we're going to speculate a little bit on what my personal theories are on what the special unannounced class is going to be. Now, the first class we're going to be talking about here is Assault. We only have to go off the names of these things. The people who actually played the game didn't say a fucking word about any of it, except for vague things that you can kind of just put 2 and 2 together. But Assault, I'm guessing, is going to be the shotgun / SMG, rush into enemy lines and fucking just slam ham. They're good at getting in there, maybe taking a couple hits, and really super close range combat. Maybe even melee, perhaps. Definitely, Assault's going to be something that I feel like a lot of beginners are probably going to get into. I think I'm going to fuck around with Assault, but it seems like that's probably the very standard class. There's only one class on here that's probably going to be more standard than Assault. Next up, we have Heavy. Now, obviously, Heavy's an average thing you can kind of guess here. I'm of the belief that it's going to be kind of like a mix of a couple things. So obviously heavy armor, slow moving, probably fucking big ass chain guns cutting people down cutting motherfuckers down with a big ass Z6 or something. But also, because we've seen it in the trailers, probably rocket launchers and shit. So just your big beefcake, you can take a hit and fucking hopefully dish out as big of a hit. And the whole thing is that it can be outflanked and just fucked from all sides, getting DP'd. Next up we have Sharpshooter. Pretty fucking self-explanatory. I imagine they're going to be good at doing Overwatch from a piece of cover way back behind the lines, sniping dudes. It's hard for me to say certain expletives here, but sniping certain dudes, getting headshots, fucking doming them. Another very good. Now, since we know that your squad's going to be in between 4 people and 6, it's going to be very interesting to see what squad comps are going to be like. And all these are very cool. It's going to be very difficult to which of these you're going to really roll with. But Sharpshooter, so far it's been very easy. Heavy. Wonder what the fuck he does. Next up, though, we've got Scoundrel. This one's a bit more, a bit more vague. But I think he's going to be Mr. Pistol. I'm Han Solo. One of those type of guys. But also I think they're going to deal with traps, like landmines, hacking things, changing defenses on the enemy. A bit more of an in-depth class. Probably not John Retard could do it very well. But I think if you know how to play Smuggler, if it plays the way that I'm imagining, it'll be fucking really cool to see in a very powerful class. You could probably do a whole Smuggler run if it is what I think it is. Next up is kind of it's hard to really tell what it'll be, but Soldier. I'm assuming it'll be a mid-range automatic rifle class, maybe with grenades. Probably that is probably the class for John Retard. Have nothing but soldiers. It's probably super straightforward. I can't imagine Soldier would be very weird to play. Probably just a jack of all trades, master of none. But probably probably the easiest thing you can do on your first playthrough, just assuming. Next we have Gunslinger. I'm going to come out and say it right now. I believe Gunslinger is going to be fucking like Jango Fett Simulator. Dual wielding, fucking rolling to cover, rolling out of cover, fucking doing all the cool ass shit. So that there's that. As soon as we get out of these, I can't wait to get to the speculation part. Next up is Scout. I think that one's going to be pretty self-explanatory. Hypermobile, probably the most movement points in the game. Can really get in and get out of places quick. I have no fucking clue what weapon they'll use. Probably not like a DMR, maybe like an SMG or like a pistol, or maybe they can even go like invisible. They have like a cloaking device. But no clue what actual weapon they'll use. And next up, Medic. I wonder what they do. Reviving people, healing people, getting people out of combat, make sure no one dies. General shit. Now, Astromech. We know that they're going to be a support class, whatever that means. I think it could mean like they dish out buffs to people, but in the actual interview, they mentioned a lot saying how like they want like a theoretical all astromechs to be able to beat the game. So they said it scales kind of weird. So in the beginning, they're dog shit if you're all astromechs, but in the end, it's like overpowered. So definitely grenades, definitely, I'm assuming giving buffs to each other. If they're being super creative, which I hope they are, you could do like where an astromech could do what R2 did in episode 3 and like fucking spurt oil all over somebody and then fucking set them ablaze, which would be awesome to see, fucking burning humanoids alive. That'd be sick. Hopefully they don't restrict that, or I hope it's in the fucking game. Grenades, they can probably hack stuff, I'd assume, similar to the Scoundrel, at least what we think will be the Scoundrel. Next to this Jedi Padawan, one of the only one person in the game gets to be at classes. Melee, lightsaber, they can deflect shit. They get to use the Force. I think that's probably all the uniquity they really need, being able to deflect and cut open stuff. Maybe they can like hack open doors. That'd be pretty neat. I would assume they can give buffs or like, protect somebody, cloak and dagger stuff. And the final class that we know of is Mandalorian. Probably can use 2 guns, flamethrower on the wrist, jetpack, rocket pack, all that shit. Very, very normal. Now time for the part that I've been waiting for, the speculation on what the secret class is going to be. They're trying to be extra secret, and they mention a lot about how, from the bird's eye perspective, we know the Republic are kind of the bad guys. Or at the very least, they're being controlled by the bad guys, and they end up becoming the Empire. So I took that into account for what this potential class could be. I think the secret class could be Sith. I don't know how you'd be getting a Sith on your side. Probably just some Sith acolyte, some fucking nobody you never heard of, which that would be cool. It means like choking people, fucking electrocuting people, really being an evil guy, which that would be fucking awesome. If you can get a Sith in your squad, that'd be sick. Next up, they did mention that there's going to be this cultist group that is all about biohacking and like looks maxing and fucking bone smashing and shits because they can they become chads with drugs. So I'm thinking you might be able to get a cultist in your team that can body morph like the enemies can. That would be sick. Obviously, we know fucking nothing about the cult, so that leaves a lot of play and a lot of like how that would work out. It could be very neat. I think a droid is in the running. You can get a commando droid, a fucking super battle droid, HK, Magna Guard. Any droid really would be fucking really dope to get in your team. You can like upgrade them, I'd imagine. Now I think we're kind of due for a like weird alien on the team, like a Wookiee or a Trandoshan, a Jawa, I guess. Any one of those like wacky alien types would be really interesting to see. They could probably do, Jawas could do extra damage to droids, or Wookiees could rip the arms off of people and fucking beat them with it. Trandoshans could be really good at hunting. Maybe they can like sniff people behind cover. Any of those are really, really cool aliens you could have in your squad, and I'd be happy with being that being the secret class. I think you could have a commando, like a clone commando or an ARC trooper. that has like grapple hooks or like crazy combat abilities and shit, or like if you're a commander who got the wrist vibroblade, that'd be sick. And I think I hate to say one of the most likely because I really don't give a fuck, but Star Wars, the people who are running it nowadays have like a weird, like spurgy obsession with Night Sisters. And I have a feeling Night Sister might definitely be a super likely possibility here. Because it covers the dark side motif. It like you can make it more magical because they're like more into alchemy and shit. I hope it's not a Night Sister, but I wouldn't be against it. It's just that Night Sisters in today's Star Wars are so like fucking lame now. It's like it's overdone and they don't know how to do it right. Night Sisters used to fucking ride Rancors into battle and shit. And they were like, just, we're evil, fuck you. And now they're like, we're persecuted and we're actually beat up. We're beat fucking goth bitches. They look ugly as shit. They like, oh my god. In that in the Jedi game, the first one, that goth bitch was like kinda hot. Now she's beat. She's a beat butch dyke lesbian. At least she looks like it. It's weird. She sounds like not Kermit the Frog, the orange bear that had I'm so Cal Kestis, you want to fuck my butt? It's oh, she's beat. Anyways, those are my speculations. Tell me what you think down in the comment section below. I hope they surprise me in a good way. Tell me what you think about these classes, if they're going to be dope, if they're going to be lame, and if they're going to be sexual. It's been the HoloNet.
All right.